Hey, what's up with y'all, man? It's your boy Segi. Hope y'all having a great day, great life, all that good stuff. Hey, so today I just wanted to touch on something very, very important, something that's like affecting a whole lot of, I'd say pretty much everybody on the planet, So today, guys, we're gonna be talking, you know, some conscious stuff. Today we're gonna be talking about the the knowledge of the higher self and the lower self, and that what is the lower self and what is the higher self, and how it plays a role in your life. So let's get on, let's get it on, guys. So yeah, higher self and lower self. So what is, let's just basically start with the lower self. Like, what is the lower self? So as much as everybody has a higher self and a lower self, um it's like you are in the middle of that. And the lower self, what the lower self is basically is like that lower version of you, dog. That version of you that is pretty much vibrating at a low, you know, at a low frequency. Like it has a low vibration. And sometimes, when most of the time, when a whole lot of people be operating in their lower self, when you find yourself operating in your lower self, you can tell by like the type of emotions that you be feeling, the type of feelings that you be feeling, the type of thoughts that you be getting, the type of actions, the type of habits that you be doing, everything, that's just not high vibe. That's just not aligned with God, the universe, and that's basically the lowest self. The lowest self is that version of you that's just bringing you down. That's just unhappy. The version of you that's just pretty much sinful. It operates usually in fear, lust, and just pleasure. Just chasing just chasing momentary pleasure, and just, yeah, just trying to please the flesh. Basically, your lowest self is more like, that part of that version of yourself that automatically just wants to please the flesh. It's not about, your lower self has nothing to do with, you know your well-being. Like, your lower self doesn't want to see you happy. Your lower self is just operating at the lowest frequency, bro. And when somebody's operating in like, the lower version of themselves, bro, it's like life becomes really hard for you. Like, you just don't, you're just not happy with your life. You just feel so down most of the time. You be dealing with feelings like depression, anxiety, you know just feeling down all the time, just being sad, overthinking, like all of that bad, all of them bad emotions. I'm not saying that we as humans are not supposed to be feeling that, but truly, you shouldn't be feeling that all of the time, bro. And somebody who's like operating in their lower self, most of the time they're depressed, they unhappy, they sad, they probably got bad habits, and that's just that. And when it comes to the highest self, bro, the highest self of you is like the best. Like, the highest self is like the best version of yourself. The version of yourself that's aligned with the person that you really want to be, that you envision in your mind, like the type of dreams you got. That's why, like, when you have a dream in life, when you have a certain dream, bro, that is a higher version of yourself. That is your higher self, bro. And it's not a mistake, bro. It's not a mistake that you got dreams, and it's really a good thing that you should go after your dreams, because if it's like chasing or going after the higher version of yourself, or actually trying to become the highest version of yourself. So the highest version of yourself is like, it deals with like positivity. It deals with happiness, fulfillment, purpose. Your high self is all about purpose over pleasure. You know it deals with high vibrations, high feelings, a high frequency. Like out here in nature, bro, it's a high frequency place. It's a high vibrational place. So when you're operating in your high self, like usually you the type of person who goes out after their dreams, you know, you're on your purpose, you're not focused on the pleasure, you actually getting better and better, you actually not sad and depressed because of, as I said, guys, what makes most of the men depressed in our society today is the fact that they ain't got a purpose. So when you're basically operating at your high self, bro, it's like you're on your purpose, and you mostly, you know, be feeling a wide range of like positive emotions. Like you have cheerfulness, you're cheerful, you're happy, you're joyful, you're at peace, you know, you ain't got worries. Doesn't mean that when you're, you know, operating at your high self, doesn't mean that you don't have problems. It's just that you're able to maneuver through life swiftly. Like, bro, like operating at your high self is like the greatest thing in this planet, bro. It's the greatest thing you could ever like do and achieve in life. It's not really about the money, it's not really about what you have and what you don't have, but it's more like what you have inside, bro. The type of, you know, like as it says in the Bible, the fruits of the Holy Spirit, trying to attain like peace, joy, happiness, faithfulness, endurance, all of that. All that good stuff, man, comes with operating in your highest self, your highest version. So what to do when you find yourself like stuck in your lowest version, in your lowest self, and you can't seem to ascend up to the highest version of yourself? Well, for one, I could say that, bro, you need to make the conscious decision to be able to like to want to ascend. You need to make the conscious decision to actually want to better your life, to actually want to change. And it comes, you know, it comes at a heavy cost. Trying to like ascend, trying to become the highest version of yourself, bro, it comes with a cost, bro. You literally have to like kill the old version of yourself. Okay, I'm not gonna say kill your lower self, because your lower self, bro, it was there, it played a part in becoming who you are, or it played a part in, you know, creating who you are becoming. So your lower self, bro, it's not that it's necessarily evil, it's just, you know, the other side of the spectrum. You know, this whole shit is like a spectrum, and I'm gonna have this, you know, this diagram for this, yeah, that spectrum. I hope y'all see it there, you know, that spectrum for like positive and negative emotions, bro. So basically, uh when you vibrating high, you be feeling fulfilled, you be feeling happy, you be feeling at peace, you know. And and that's where you want to get to, bro. That's where you actually want to get to. And how to get there, bro, is that you gotta want to make changes, bro. You know, changing how you feel inside, changing how you think, changing how you see the world, changing how you see yourself, because that's important. You need to be able to have that vision in your mind, that image of that highest version of yourself that you want to achieve. Whether it be like you probably got spiritual goals, you know, probably you want to reach a certain type of level, you know, maybe financially you want to be financially free, you want to, you know, you want to have freedom. So you basically have to like start making changes and start taking actions that are actually aligned with the highest version of yourself. Okay, so that's how it works, guys. You know, you gotta be able to like make changes, bro, and be able to like uh vibrate at a certain frequency, bro. Like for example, if you're broke right now and you just don't feel like your best self, you're not in shape, you know, you basically have an image or a vision of a better version of yourself, of your higher self, you know. You probably in shape, you know, and you probably are rich there, you probably have a loving partner, you probably have a family, and you probably have a close and intimate relationship with God. So in order to like reach that higher version of yourself, you need to be able to take actions that are aligned with that version of yourself. Like start learning more about finances, start taking more, you know, wise decisions in your considering your finances, and start working out to be able to get to that version of yourself that's actually in shape and ripped. Start start becoming a better version of yourself. Start developing, more patience, more you know more godly virtues, I could say. If you want to see yourself at peace, and if you want to have a loving partner, you basically have to attract that which you are. And that's how it works, bro. When you want to become the highest version of yourself, you actually just have to be it in order to attract it. Like attracts like, bro. So you can't expect that when you want to be your higher version of yourself, you're probably still indulging in bad habits, but you ain't planning on stopping, but you still want to see yourself doing good in life. But your actions, bro, they saying otherwise. So you need to be able to have the wisdom to be able to literally, you know, start becoming and envisioning that person, that higher version of yourself. Start feeling like a millionaire, even though when you broke. Start cultivating more peace in yourself. Start feeling at peace in yourself. Start feeling, you know, all of these positive emotions that you want to feel. You know, start feeling rich. You know, and yeah, that's what I got for y'all today. But there's more on this topic. Like, this topic is really broad. That's just what I wanted to give y'all today. Just that good old spice. And I hope y'all could be able to use this information to be able to, like, to better yourself. As I'm also still working on myself. I'm not perfect. I'm still trying to reach the higher version of myself. And I know it takes a whole lot of work, commitment, and I'm gonna try my best. I'm not gonna give up, no matter how many times I fall, bro. Falling is a part of the journey. Setbacks are a part of the journey. But what matters is how many times you get up after being knocked out, bro. That's what matters. It's not about how hard you hit. You know, it's about how many times you actually have that that zeal, that to be able to get up and do the work, bro. So hope y'all stay locked in, stay focused. Enjoy your journey, enjoy your life, guys. This is your boy Segi Swagger, and I'm out.